many people know this, but in the 1970s, the city of Florence, Oregon exploded a whale on live television, and it only got worse from there. On November 9th of 1970, a massive 8-ton sperm whale washed ashore on a beach in Florence, Oregon, and something had to be done about it. It was too big to be buried or pushed back into the ocean, and they feared that if they left it to rot, it would cause a public health hazard. And so the city put it on the Oregon Highway Division to figure it out. And figure it out they did, because on November 12th of 1970, they decided to blow up the whale with 20 cases of dynamite. The idea was that if they blew up the whale, most of the whale's mass would be disintegrated in the explosion, and the remaining leftover pieces would be picked away by birds, and in this way, the problem would be taken care of. A whale detonation was apparently a huge event in a small Oregon town in the 1970s, so tons of people flocked to watch as they exploded the whale. There was also a news team there covering the entire thing live. In fact, right now, you can see the full footage of this whale being blown up, along with running commentary by Oregon reporter Paul Lindman. I'm not going to show that here because I'm assuming that this video will get flagged for some kind of animal cruelty, but it's out there. However, the issue was that this whale detonation did not go the way the Oregon Highway Division planned it. In fact, it went horribly wrong. Upon detonating the whale with the 20 cases of dynamite, massive chunks of whale blubber and guts went shooting into the sky and then raining down on people. Despite the fact that the spectators were about a quarter mile away behind a barricade, it still reached them. For several minutes, it was utter pandemonium on this beach as giant chunks of whale blubber that weighed hundreds of pounds came raining from the sky and destroyed cars and other property. Miraculously, no one was injured on that day. The worst part of it all was, despite this property damage and the risk of life and limb of the spectators, it didn't actually accomplish the goal. Only a small portion of the whale actually got exploded and sent into the sky, and most of the rest of the whale was still intact on the beach. And the massive explosion had the chilling effect of scaring away all of the seagulls on the beach for several days, so there weren't even any birds to pick at the remains. The aftermath of this failed explosion was a huge embarrassment for the city of Florence and the Oregon Highway Division. A lot of people were really angry that they almost died in a whale blubber apocalypse. There was a bunch of property damage that they had to take care of, and they didn't even actually get rid of the whale, and the whole thing was broadcast live on television for everybody to see. Carried away as much of the remains as they could, and the rest of it was left there to just kind of rot, and shortly afterward, Oregon State Parks banned the use of explosives in any kind of carcass removal. So where was that episode of Parks and Rec? And real quick, if you like my videos and you want to see more in-depth writing from me, you can do that here.